Hey rainbows, welcome back to my channel. I'm Max and today I'm going to be sitting down and doing a full face of new products. I've got a box full of new goodies to try out. That is one of my favourite videos to do, just sitting down and playing with new makeup. So I'm going to be giving you my first impressions. Every product on my face was something new and I'm going to tell you I'm a little bit shook. So if you want to see my final thoughts on all of these products, then keep on watching. Okay guys, so as I said, today I'm going to be doing a full face of new products. Now some of these products I've been sent by companies, some of them I've bought with my own money, but as always on this channel, all of these views are my own and I'm not going to say anything you know, that the product is better just because it's been sent to me. So yeah, that's that out of the way. Let's get on with some makeup. So first of all, I'm going to start with some primer, and this primer just came through the post yesterday. I've never tried this before. It is the Bare Minerals Good Hydrations Silky Primer. I have no idea what this is like or anything. I'm literally just going to place a bit on the back of my hand. No idea how much to use. I've just got that, and let's just spread it onto the face and see what it feels like. Now I know my skin goes super red when I touch it. I just have a very sensitive skin. That will calm down in a moment. But yeah, that feels nice. It feels tacky. It almost reminds me of like a pore filling primer consistency. But my skin feels nice and hydrated. I have got moisturiser on previous to this. But yeah, moving on to the next product, let's move on to foundation. Now I've just received this Noi Cosmetics foundation. This is the natural liquid foundation in the shade 3, which is Teo. They kindly reached out to me and sent this over after I went to an event which contained their products. I have no idea what this is like. I've never used this before. What I do like to do with my foundations is actually get a mixing palette like this, and I put a couple of pumps on and I will mix it with a primer. My skin just prefers it that way. I think they blend better. So what I normally mix it with is the Ren Perfect Canvas Primer. This is also new as well, but I've been using it for the last few weeks. I've really been loving mixing it with my foundations. So I'm going to mix those two together and then we will blend that onto the face with a brush and hope for the best. Okay, so that doesn't look too bad. Blend that out. I'm going to be taking the Luxie 532 and let's just see how that blends, because I don't know if it's going to dry down quickly. This is a vegan foundation and it is also gluten-free, I believe. It is a little bit light for me, I think. But it's not too bad. Okay, so that's all blended out. I do think that it feels nice on the skin, however, possibly a little bit heavier than what I'm used to. Maybe it's just all the natural vegan ingredients. It does contain aloe vera and rice extract and things like that, which might make it that little bit heavier, but it's not too heavy feeling. But my normal foundation, I use the Luminous Silk, is very lightweight, so it's just a little bit different, but we'll definitely see how it wears throughout this and throughout the day. The coverage is possibly medium. I didn't even go in with that much, but it has covered up quite a lot of my scarring. I've got a few breakouts down here which I'll have to go in with a little bit of concealer. Shade wise, not too bad, possibly a little bit light, but I'm sure we can darken that up after. Okay, so for concealer, the newest concealer that I had was Too Faced Born This Way. Concealer is literally the only product really that I didn't have something brand new, but this is still quite new, so I'm going to be going in with this. This is in the shade Snow, which is quite light for me, but we're just going to work with it. I matched myself in the store and yeah, I went a little bit too light, so we're just going to be placing that underneath. It's very yellow based as well. I think a little bit too much, but I'm interested to see how this blends with the foundation. Just going to be taking a Real Techniques sponge. So far that's blending into the foundation really nicely. Just gonna blend under the eyes. So that's all blended out and it's looking nice. I definitely want to set everything in place now. And I'm going to be taking the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. I just got my hands on this and oh my god, I'm so excited to use it. I mean, this is just a cult classic in the beauty industry. I have no idea why I waited this long. So I'm just going to put a little bit into the lid and then I'm going to bake with my beauty sponge. Now I'm just going to take this Studio London brush and the same powder and just buff it into the rest of my skin. Okay, so let's just have a close-up look and see how everything's looking so far. Definitely looking very matte. I really like the way that that powder has made the foundation look. The only thing is, the powder, it says translucent, but I would definitely not say it's like completely translucent. It does have a colour to it, and it does add a bit of coverage as well. That's not necessarily a bad thing. I really like the feel of the powder and the way it's made my skin and my pores look, but it's definitely added some coverage. And now move on to bronzer and blush, and I've recently got this palette. This is from Diego Dalla Palma Milano, and this is the Face and Eyes Compact Palette. It's so gorgeous. Let me just open it up so you can have a look. So this has a couple of different contour shades, blush and highlight shade. And then it's also got a powder. I think you can use that under the eyes. So I'm going to be using the light contour shade today and just seeing how that goes. The brush I'm going to take is this Spectrum A05 brush, and I'm just going to be dipping into that powder. God, this packaging is so gorgeous, isn't it? It's like almost like a squidgy plastic, but in a high quality way. I don't even know how to explain it. So I'm going to be dipping into that powder, and let's try and start contouring. I'm going to be taking this round the perimeters of my face just like I would with bronzer, because I do not have a new bronzer today. So I'm just going to be using this contour as a bronzer and hoping that it gives me enough warmth as a bronzer would. That looks nice. It definitely has added a little bit of warmth, so I wouldn't say it's completely cool toned, but I'm fine with that because this is a perfect way to use it, especially if I don't want to go hard with contouring. I can just go in with a powder brush and use it as a bronzer. So yeah, really liking the way that that's looking. There is a blush in here. It looks like it has almost a shimmer to it. Let's just go in and see what happens. I'm going to be taking this Illamasqua IL230. Let's dip this in here. I have no idea how pigmented this is. Ooh. Pigmented. I don't like to go too heavy-handed with blush. Okay, so I think that's looking a lot better. Now I'm going to move on to brows, and today I have got the Karl Lagerfeld and Model Co brow pencil. I've never used this before, so I'm super excited to try it out. What I'm going to do first is just go through the brows with some brow gel to get them in a position I want, and then I'll go through it with the pencil. So I'm literally just going to take this No View Lashes Lash and Brow Conditioning Serum and just brush those into place. And then I'm going to take this pencil and let's go through these brows. So I'm liking the colour. I think they're looking really good so far. I'm just going to do the other side. Okay, so now that those brows are all cleaned up, I actually really liked the way that that pencil went on. I think it's a nice colour, pretty much matches my natural hair colour, and yeah, it blended out nice, it cleaned up nice, so that's a definite yes from me. Now for highlighter today, I'm going to be using the Laura Geller Dew Dreamer Illuminating Drops. Never tried these before, but normally when I go in with cream-based products after I've done a lot of powder, I will just set my face in place first so it has that bit of dewiness and stick to it, just so this sticks to it better. So I have a new spray that I've recently acquired, and that is the Cover FX High Performance Setting Spray. So I'm going to be trying that out today and seeing how that feels. The spray is very lightweight. That is my first impression. Almost reminds me of like all-nighter, but with a slightly less of a hit. These are in the shade Ballerina. Thank you to Look Fantastic for sending these out to me yesterday. I'm really excited to try these out. I've always wanted to try some stuff from this brand. I've also got a highlighter from them somewhere. Here it is, the Laura Geller Gilded Honey highlighter. So depending on how it goes, I know they're different shades, I might be able to layer one over the top of the other. So far that is really nice. It's blended out quite nicely into my powder. Obviously I've got a lot of powder products on, so I'm quite surprised actually how easily that is blended out. I'm just going to do the other side. Easy to go way too much with these products, just like I've almost done there. I'm just going to use a clean finger from the other side to blend that out. Because they're so highly pigmented. It's just very easy to go over the top. I really like the way that those applied. They're really, really nice and easy to blend out, so that is a definite yes. Well done, Laura Geller. Okay, so we're down to the last few steps now. I am going to be leaving my eyes pretty much blank. I haven't got any new eyeshadow palettes to try out. I just wanted to try out a lot of the base products, but I have got a highlighter which I'm going to put, you know, on my brow bone, and then also a lipstick. So let's move on to the highlighter first, and it is the one that I mentioned a minute ago, the Laura Geller Gilded Honey. I'm going to be taking a Morphe 510 and just applying this down the nose, on the face a little bit, and on the brow bone. Ooh, yes. I've heard a lot about this highlighter. Really like that liquid highlighter, you guys. You see that glow. It's almost like a glow from within as well. It doesn't just look like a strip, which is what I really don't like about some highlighters. So I'm really liking the way things are looking. So far we've had no bad first impressions, which just seems crazy. I'm going to go in with lipstick next, and I'm going to be taking this lipstick from Contour Cosmetics. I've recently acquired this and I've never tried it out. It is in the shade number 4 Juju, but it looks like a gorgeous, almost pinky mauvey nude. So I'm going to be trying this out and seeing what the formula is like. That was insanely pigmented and super, super creamy. Very impressed by that. I'm just going to go in with a little bit of concealer to clean that up. Got a mascara for sure, and this is the NYX Worth the Hype mascara. This is still in the packet. I've never tried this, so I'm looking forward to trying it out. So far, literally every product has been amazing, so I'm like, when is this going to go wrong? Because I've had first impression videos that I've used before, that I've done before, and like loads of products have just not been what I expected. So let's try this mascara. It's a big wand, and what does it say about it? Volumizing and lengthening. So let's see if it lives up to those claims. Okay, you guys, I'm actually shook. Every single product I've tried out, I've actually genuinely really liked. I'm just going to recap some of the things that I've used, and we can go through my final thoughts. So the Bare Minerals primer, I really enjoyed this. My skin doesn't feel heavy, it feels nice and hydrated. And then the foundation, I'm actually really loving the feel of it. It doesn't feel heavy on my skin now at all. So those are definitely yeses from me. The concealer I really enjoy. It's a little bit too yellow tone for me, but I do enjoy it. And then what was next? We went in with the Laura Mercier powder. Really enjoyed this as well, but it is a little bit dark for me. That is the only thing. I wish they had like a proper white translucent shade. And then the Diego Dalla Palma, all the powders perform beautifully. The brow pencil from Karl Lagerfeld went really well. I enjoyed this a lot, and the lipstick has dried down to a matte, went on so stunningly, and the mascara was great. It didn't clump at all. It's really lengthened my lashes. I am thoroughly impressed by literally everything. Oh, and the Gilded Honey highlighter and the Dew Dreamer Illuminating Drops. I'm pretty sure that is everything mentioned now. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this first impressions. I really hope you enjoyed watching me sit down and try out some new products. That is literally one of my favourite things to do, just sit down and play. If you have tried any of these products, definitely let me know your thoughts down below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a massive thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to my channel down below if you haven't already, and join this rainbow family that we have going on here. Don't forget to hit that notifications bell so you know every time I post a video and you don't miss a thing. I'll place all of my other social medias down here, so please go and give me a follow on all of those, and I'll place my blog down there as well. Take care everyone, and I'll see you on the next one.